You already know what you need to do. That's the part that eats at you. It's not confusion. You're not lost. You know exactly what has to change. You've known for months, maybe years, and you still haven't done it. I'm not coming at you to shame you. Not yet. I'm telling you this because I stood in front of the same wall. That wall between who you are and who you were supposed to become. I stared at it for years. Told myself it was too high, too thick. Told myself a lot of things. But nobody ever told me what I'm about to tell you. That wall is not there to keep you out. It's there to show you what you're made of. It's a test, and every day you choose not to attack it, you're failing. Not because you're weak, because you're choosing to act like you are. Most people look at the wall and set up camp. They treat their struggle like it's the last page of the book, like this is where the story ends. They get comfortable being stuck. They build a whole life around their excuses, arrange the furniture, hang the pictures. And the worst part? They find other people who did the same thing. They surround themselves with people who also quit, people who also settled. And they all sit around talking about how unfair it is, how hard it is, how the system is rigged, how the timing wasn't right. And none of them are wrong. It is hard. The system is imperfect. The timing is terrible. But none of that changes the fact that you're still sitting at the base of a wall you could be climbing. Your obstacle is not your destination. And that's the thing about comfort. It never announces itself as surrender. It shows up feeling like rest, like peace, but it's not. It's your potential bleeding out slowly while you tell yourself you'll get to it tomorrow. But tomorrow has buried more dreams than failure ever will. Failure at least means you tried. Tomorrow means you didn't even start. So, this is it. Not when you feel ready. Not when the conditions line up. While it's hard. While it hurts. While everything in you is screaming to stay where it's safe. That's when you move. Let me ask you something. Not the version you'd say out loud. The answer you whisper to yourself when the room is empty. How bad do you actually want it? Because I watch people. I watch what they do after they say they want to change. They say they want to be great. They say they want to break through. Then I watch how they spend a Tuesday morning. I watch what they choose when it gets uncomfortable. And most of them don't want it. They want the result. They want the after photo. They don't want the process. They don't want the 2 years of silence and sweat that nobody will ever photograph. The separation doesn't happen at the finish line. It happens at 5 in the morning when the alarm goes off and your body says stay down and your mind agrees and every excuse you've ever made shows up to keep you in that bed. That's the wall. It's not one dramatic obstacle. It shows up every morning, every decision, every time you pick between what's easy and what's necessary. The wall shows up every morning. And it's sneaky. It doesn't always look like a wall. Sometimes it looks like scrolling for another hour. Sometimes it looks like saying, I'll start Monday. Sometimes it looks like calling somebody to complain about your situation instead of doing something about your situation. It disguises itself as normal life, and that's what makes it dangerous. I'm not talking about motivation. Motivation is weather. It comes and goes. I'm talking about a decision you make somewhere in your chest that says, I don't care what I feel right now, I'm going through. You got to stop treating your growth like it's optional, like something you get around to when life calms down. Life doesn't calm down. The timing never lines up. There's no alignment coming for people who sit still and wait for it. The people who break through are already moving before anything lines up. And here's what nobody tells you. There's no guarantee. You don't sign a contract that says if you suffer enough, you win. But I know this. Everyone who ever broke through hit a point where they wanted to quit, where the pain blocked out everything else. and they kept going. Not because they were sure it would work, because they couldn't accept the alternative. That's what separates the people who almost made it from the people who did. Not talent, not connections. The willingness to keep moving when stopping makes more sense. I see it everywhere. People with every advantage who fold the first time life pushes back, because they never had to fight for anything. No calluses, no scar tissue. And then I see somebody who came from nothing, who had every reason in the world to quit, and they made it. Not because their wall was smaller, because they hit it when their hands were already bleeding and their lungs were already burning, and they hit it one more time. And that one was the one that cracked it. How bad do you want it? The answer to that question is the answer to everything else. I want to slow down for a second, because some of you listening right now, you're not just facing a wall, you're underneath one. Some of you have been fighting so long you don't remember what it feels like to not be tired. You wake up already running on empty. You carry things the people around you can't see and wouldn't understand if they could. You hold it together all day and you fall apart at night, and nobody knows. And hearing somebody say, push harder right now might be the last thing you need. I get that. I get that because I've been in the place where pain wasn't motivational. It wasn't building toward anything. It was just pain. Heavy, suffocating, pointless pain that showed up without a lesson attached. It came, it stayed. And no one could have told me it was making me stronger, because in that moment I wasn't trying to be strong. I was trying to make it through the day. Sometimes just surviving is enough. But here's what I figured out. Not after the pain, during it. The wall doesn't move when you feel ready for it to move. It moves when you decide your purpose weighs more than your suffering. When you stop asking, why me, and start asking, what is this turning me into? Your struggle is not random. I know it feels that way. I know it feels like you got singled out for something you didn't earn. But the people who actually change things, the people who break through walls that look permanent, they didn't avoid the fire. They walked into it, and they used what it did to them. Nobody teaches you this about adversity. It doesn't just test you. It shows you parts of yourself you didn't know were there. You don't find out what you're made of when things are going well. You find out when everything holding you up disappears, when the support dries up, when the people you counted on stop answering, when it's just you and the wall and the quiet. That's where you meet yourself. Not in the winds, in the dirt, in the dark rooms, in the moments nobody will ever see or applaud. Your character isn't built on the days you feel unstoppable. It's built on the mornings you woke up and felt nothing. No fire, no motivation, no reason to keep going, except the fact that you told yourself you would. And you did it anyway, not because you're special, because you decided. So don't run from your pain. Don't numb it. Walk straight into it. Let it hit you. And then get back up and say, that's all you got? Your pain is building what comfort never could. Pain is not the enemy. Quitting is. Giving up on yourself is. Pain is just what it costs to get where you're supposed to be. You're still here, still listening. That tells me something. It tells me somewhere in you there's a voice saying, there has to be more than this. But to get to it, you gotta be honest about something that most people won't sit still long enough to hear. This part isn't about the wall in front of you. It's about the walls you built yourself. You've been telling yourself a story, maybe for years, a story about why you can't, why it's too late, why everybody else gets to break through except you. And you've repeated that story so many times it stopped feeling like a story. It started feeling like a fact. It's not a fact. It's a script you memorized because memorizing it was easier than rewriting your life. I'm not smart enough. You built that wall. I don't have the connections. You built that one too. I come from nothing. Nobody in my family ever made it out. You built that. And here's what makes it worse. You didn't just build them once. You rebuild them every morning. You wake up, and the first thing you do is remind yourself of all the reasons you can't. Before your feet hit the floor, you've already decided today isn't the day. And then you wonder why nothing changes. I understand why. When the wall is yours, at least you control it. At least you can explain the failure before it even happens. At least you never have to find out what you're actually capable of, because that's the real fear. Not failing, succeeding, finding out you could have done this the whole time, that the door was right there, and you just never pushed on it. The door was always there, you just never pushed it. I'm not blaming you. I built walls too. We all did. We built them because we got hurt, because somebody told us we weren't enough and we believed it, because the world hit us and it felt safer to stay small than to stand up and risk getting hit again. I understand that, but understanding it doesn't mean living in it. Those walls you built didn't protect you. They caged you. Every excuse you're holding on to is a bar in a cell you built around your own life. And you've been in there so long you started calling it home. It's not home, it's a cage. And you built it, which means you're the only one who can tear it apart. Start dismantling the lies, one by one. When that voice says, you can't, you answer it. Say it out loud if you have to. Watch me. When your past tries to write your future, you refuse. That was then. This is different, because breaking through isn't one dramatic moment. It's not a movie. It's 1,000 mornings where you chose to get up, 1,000 decisions where you picked discomfort over decay, 1,000 times you told the quitting voice in your head, not today. 1,000 small decisions. That's how walls come down. That's the work. It's not pretty. Nobody films it. It's daily, it's boring, and it's the only thing that has ever worked. You want the secret? There is no secret, no shortcut, no hack the winners found and hid from you. The only difference between the person who broke through and the person who didn't is that one of them kept showing up when it was boring, when it was thankless, when the progress moved so slow it felt like going backwards. The wall doesn't break all at once. It cracks. Hairline cracks you can't even see. Every time you show up, you add another one. And one day, some ordinary, unremarkable day, the whole thing comes down. And everybody on the outside calls it an overnight success. You know it wasn't. You know it took 1,000 nights and 1,000 mornings and 1,000 decisions nobody saw or clapped for. And that's enough. It has to be. Because this was never about them watching. This was always about you becoming. So what are you going to do? Not as a concept, not next week. Right now, what are you going to do about the wall you've been staring at? About the days you've been burning through? About the life that's passing you while you sit here debating whether you're ready? The clock moves whether you do or not. And the gap between who you are and who you could have been gets wider every day you sit still. You break through when your back hits the wall and there's nowhere left to go. You break through when staying the same hurts worse than changing. You break through when you stop asking for permission and start demanding something from yourself. You break through when you look at every excuse you've ever carried and you drop them, all of them. You let go of the stories that kept you small and you step over them into somebody you've never been before. You break through when you stop negotiating with your own weakness, when you stop giving it a vote, when you stop letting it sit at the table while you're trying to build your future. That voice doesn't get a chair anymore. That version of you doesn't get a say. Stop giving your weakness a vote. You gotta get angry, not at the world, at yourself, at the time you wasted, at the potential you left on the table, at the lies you swallowed to stay comfortable. You gotta get so damn sick of your own excuses that hearing one more makes you want to put your fist through a wall. Because everything you've ever wanted is on the other side. Everything. Every dream you abandoned, every version of yourself you gave up on. It's there, but it's not coming to you. You go get it. And you go get it through the hardest stretch of your life. And stop romanticizing it. Stop waiting for the version of hard work that feels like a movie montage. It doesn't feel like that. It feels like waking up and not wanting to. It feels like doing the same boring thing for the 100th time with no visible result. It feels like doubt. Constant, relentless doubt that you're even on the right path. That's what the other side of the wall costs. And you pay it, or you don't. There's no installment plan. Get up. Stop lying there, telling yourself you need more time. You don't need more time. You need to move. Stop telling yourself you need resources, need approval, need someone to believe in you first. The only person whose belief matters is you. And you've been holding it back from yourself your whole life. Get up and fight. Fight for the life you know is yours. Fight for the person you can see in your head but haven't become yet. Fight for the people watching you, counting on you, needing you to prove that walls come down. Fight when your body says stop. Fight when your mind says quit, because your body has lied to you before. Your mind has told you to quit things you're glad you finished. They don't know what's coming. You don't either. But you go anyway. You think the people who broke through knew what was on the other side? They didn't. They had no idea. They just knew they couldn't stay where they were. They couldn't spend one more day on this side of the wall pretending it wasn't there. So they moved, scared, tired, unsure, but moving. That's all it takes. Movement. Imperfect, terrified, shaky movement in the direction of something better. You fall, you get up, you get hit, you get up, you lose the round, you come back for the next one. You keep swinging, keep moving, keep going when the road is pitch black and nobody is cheering, and the only thing carrying you forward is a decision you made in your gut that you will not be beaten by this. Not by this obstacle, not by this season, not by this chapter of your life. You are bigger than what happened to you, and you prove it by going through the wall, not around it, bloody, breathless, but through. And when you look back from the other side, you won't see the struggle the way you see it now. You'll see what it gave you. You'll see the person it made, and you'll know, somewhere deep, where words don't reach, that you earned this, that nobody handed it to you. You dragged yourself through the fire. That's what breaking through actually feels like. Not relief, power. The kind you can only get from suffering you chose not to run from. You heard every word, you felt it. Something in your chest moved. The question now is simple. Do you walk away the same person who pressed play, or did something shift? Something that doesn't go back. The wall doesn't care what you feel, doesn't care what you intend, doesn't care about your plans or your promises. It responds to one thing: action. Ugly, imperfect, terrifying action. Taken when you don't feel ready. Taken when nobody's behind you. Taken when you can't see the outcome and you go anyway. You were not built for comfort. You were built for endurance. Built to take a hit and stand back up and take another one and keep standing when everybody around you is asking why you won't stay down. And you're still here. After everything. After the losses and the betrayals and the nights you thought would swallow you whole. You're still standing. That's not luck. That's evidence of what you're made of. Stop looking at the wall like it's the end of your road. It's the beginning. What you're going through right now is building something in you that doesn't exist yet. And the person on the other side of this fight is someone you'd be proud to be. But you've got to go get it. Nobody is coming to carry you. Nobody is opening the door and waving you through. You kick that door down. You earn your way through. And when you get to the other side, you don't stop. Because breaking through one wall just means you're ready for the next one. That's life. Wall after wall. And everyone you break through makes you harder to stop. Everyone teaches you something the comfortable people will never learn. That you can take more than you thought. That you can go further than you believed. That the thing you were most afraid of was the thing you needed most. Keep going. Keep fighting. Keep breaking through. The wall was never bigger than you.